Are fruits and juices good for you when you're trying to lose weight? And what is the role of milk? Should you be drinking milk or not? That's what I'm going to explain today. Let's go. Let's start with milk. We all grew up drinking milk. I know that you love milk, I love milk, and everybody says that milk is really healthy for you, and it's just a norm. But here's the deal. Usually when you drink something, you feel like it's a drink, right? It's not food. Well, that's not the case with milk. Milk is considered a food. So whenever you drink milk, it's like you're having a snack. One glass of milk adds about 150 calories to your diet, which can be quite a lot, especially given that we don't feel like we're eating. So be careful with that. Also, lactose is sugar. So if you're trying to live low carb, milk is not going to be your friend. Also, consider this. How is milk produced? Of course, you know that milk comes from cows, but did you ever realize that cows are only able to produce milk right after they had a baby calf? And now look at the shelves in the stores. They're so full of milk. There would have to be so many cows in this world. So I'm asking you, how is it possible that you're able to drink that milk? Think about what happens to the cow. What happens to the little baby calf? Maybe almond milk sounds pretty good now? Let's talk about juices. Well, obviously there are vegetable juices and fruit juices, but whoever drinks vegetable juices, even if you drink them, you usually mix them with like some kind of fruit juice. So let's just talk about fruit juices. Now we can have store-bought and homemade. So let's talk about homemade first. By taking a fruit and using just the juice out of it, you're stripping yourself of the fiber content. Then you're left with a mixture of water, vitamins that were in the fruit, and sugar. And when you drink it, it goes directly to your blood. It spikes your blood sugar, and that's just not good for us. I'll link the video where I talk about blood sugar and GI in the corner. And fiber is first good for our gut. It's food for the good bacteria in our gut. And second, it slows down the digestion of the fruit. You might as well just eat the entire fruit because it's gonna make you feel full. It's gonna deliver on the flavor, so the craving is gonna go away. But your blood sugar is not gonna spike because you're eating the whole fruit that contains fiber, so that slows down the digestion. Now let's say that you actually bought that juice in a store. Usually what you buy in a store is not a juice. That thing hasn't probably even laid next to a fruit. What you buy in a store is usually made out of concentrate, and it's got extreme amount of sugar. When you drink a store-bought juice, you're just drinking sweet water. You might as well just start eating sugar by itself and then just drink a little water on top of it and put some flavoring into it. That's what it is. So to sum it up, don't make drinking juices in general, but especially the store-bought ones, a part of your drinking routine. No matter what they tell you, no matter the vitamin content, it's not healthy. Now let's talk about smoothies. Smoothies are much better than juices. When you make a smoothie, you take the whole fruit and you just blend it, so you don't have to chew it. But all the fiber and all the vitamins, all of that is still there, so it's much better. It's not gonna spike your blood sugar. So if you want orange juice, how about you make an orange smoothie instead? That's a good idea. Another good thing about smoothies is that you can actually use them to sneak more vegetables in your diet. A lot of people put kale, spinach, and even avocado and otherwise fruity smoothies, and that way they get vegetables in their diet, so that's a good thing. The problem that I see with smoothies is that, again, we're drinking them. We're not really chewing them, and chewing is a big part of feeling like we're actually eating and feeling like we're getting full. When you don't chew, then you tend to actually eat much more than what you need. Chewing is part of the mechanism. So when you take away chewing, you might ingest much more than you actually need. You might overeat, and that is completely counterproductive. Plus, when you just drink something, you rarely ever feel as satisfied as you would after having chewed pieces, chunks of the foods. It usually helps with the feeling of satisfaction, and it helps you to feel like you've actually eaten. And the last thing, even though with a smoothie the fiber content is staying, still it's necessary to watch for sugar. Especially when you're trying to lose weight, the recommendation is not to eat more than 2 pieces of fruit a day because there's a lot of sugar and sugar makes you crave more food. So don't overdo it with smoothies. They're definitely much better than juices, but be careful with them too. Regular foods, unprocessed foods are better. They make us chew, we feel fuller, we feel more satisfied. To sum it up, smoothies are definitely much better than juices. In both cases, make sure that you don't drink too much of it because there's a lot of sugar in fruits and you don't want to eat too much sugar, especially when you're trying to lose weight. And milk is pretty healthy, however nowadays with the way it's being produced, calves being killed after they were born. The cows are injected hormones and impregnated artificially, and it's all just not cool and not nice. So I would suggest you should just go for a different alternative like an almond milk or coconut milk. So that's it for today. I hope I explained this well. And if you have any questions, please let me know. If you would like to know anything else, I'll be happy to hear about it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!